Hello. It's 9:30. What day is it? Tuesday. It's Tuesday. And just checking. Okay, right. Yesterday. Yesterday. What happened yesterday? I don't even know where to start yesterday. Where did I go yesterday? Yesterday. Yesterday. Yesterday being Monday. Sorry, I'll be with you in a minute. Got to try and get out of here. Every now and again there's a gap. Not a big gap. There's a gap coming up. Maybe not. So, yesterday I was in Felton for 9 o'clock. I'd gone to the docks yesterday morning. No, first thing I had to do, yes, I had to go on to the docks between 5 and 6 o'clock. Right on the docks, got my empty box off from Friday that I couldn't get off on Friday. So I eventually got shot at that. Then I had to go to my favourite container yard and get an empty box on. No problems at all. Got that on. I was in and out in 20 minutes, half an hour. Perfectly acceptable. Spot on. I then drove up to Feltham, got loaded, and they loaded me within about half an hour. 45 minutes from start to finish, I think. So that was good. What's going on with my sat nav? Hang on a second. So they loaded me back down to the docks. So, onto the docks, box off, not too bad. I think it took about 45 minutes, not too bad. Then I had to go and take that trailer, which is an empty skeleton trailer by then, to a trailer workshop for its MOT, and then pick up another trailer from the same place. So I did that, got absolutely drenched. And I do mean drenched. And then I had to go back on the docks again. So by this time, this is my third time onto the docks in one day. And I got onto the docks at just after 12 o'clock for my third attempt. Or third go. And that's when the docks came to an abrupt halt because of wind. And there they stayed shut for the next 3 hours. Now, I didn't think it was that windy. It was a little bit windy, I'll give them that, but you know, I looked on the weather forecast and it was saying gusting of around 20-25 mile an hour. Now they don't normally shut unless it's gusting with around 50 mile an hour. However, call me cynical, please call me cynical, but that 12 till 3 was also the exact time that England played Iran. And the docks ground to a halt. I put 2 and 2 together and came up with, they all went in and watched England v Iran. And so did a lot of other lorry drivers. I can tell you there was a lot of unhappy people down there yesterday. Might have just been a crazy coincidence. But it didn't look good. Do you know what I mean? It really didn't look good. So anyway, by the time I got off the docks, I managed to get to Newbury last night. Parked up there. So I got past the roadworks, otherwise I'd have added an extra hour onto my journey this morning. And as it was a, best part of 2 hours up there this morning. Got in there for... it's the place where I got held up the other Friday. And they're rubbish. They're really rubbish. Have you got any paperwork? No. We need paperwork. Why do you need paperwork? Because I need the container number. I said, I'll read it out to you. Because what are you doing with that paperwork? He said, well, I needed to type it into the screen. I said, I'll shout it out to you. But I need paperwork. What for? So I can put it into the... I said, I'll shout it out to you. In fact, give me a fucking bit of paper. I'll write it out. So I wrote it out on a bit of paper. I need the seal number. I said, right, here you go. Here's the seal number. I need the reference number. Right, yeah, here's the reference number. It wasn't really difficult. Did you need a bit of paper? No. So, they eventually tell me which bay to go on to. I get onto the bay. Bloke goes, have you got any paperwork? I said, no. Why not? I said, because I don't go to the office every day. I don't come from an office every day. I'm out on the road. The next time I'll probably go to the office will probably be Friday when I go home. So I don't go in to collect paperwork every day. It's not how container trucks work. No. I can write you some out. If you really want some paperwork, what do you need it for? Well, you need a signature. I said, no, I don't need a signature. All I need is your name. Because all I do, when you give me back that paperwork, if I had any, is throw it away and type the surname into my PDA. That's how much I need paperwork. I don't. As long as I've got your surname, that's all I need. Oh, okay, then, that's fine. So anyway, 3 hours later, 3 hours to unload. Get the green light. Bloke goes, have you got any paperwork? This is a different bloke. I says, no, we've been through all this. I haven't got any paperwork. But if you wanted me to write you some out, you should have said, oh no, yeah, but you need paperwork. No, I don't need paperwork. And I'm just going through the same conversation every time. In future, I'm just going to write a bit, but I'm just going to write it out. You know, it just, you know, it's a total waste of paper. Because all I do is throw it away. It's a total waste of time. It's like pulling teeth with no anaesthetic and a pair of pliers. It's just really hard work. So we are on the A45.
You will arrive at your destination at 12:06.
And that's when I'll arrive back in Southampton, 12:06. All being well. Then I'm going on the docks, then I'm going to get fuel, and then they're going to send me to Timbuktu, I suspect.
After half a mile, keep right, then keep right.
So, yeah, that's the state of play. I didn't record yesterday because it was just in and out of the docks all the time, and it was, And it was dark. It was dark this morning, and it's raining. It was chucking down with rain. All you'd have been watching is wipers. So today, sunny at the moment.
Quarter of a mile, keep right. Keep right.
I had another little mini battle this morning. Oh yeah, yesterday on the docks, they're all queuing, and there was 3 lanes. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm queuing to get into lane 3. Now lane 1 was completely empty, but I'm queuing to get into lane 3. And I'm one of the first ones in when the dock shut. So one of the blokes comes over to me, one of the marshals.
Miles, take the exit A45 till 6 fields.
One of the marshals says, go down lane 1, mate. It's empty. Right, okay. Go down lane 1. And the other bloke, when you type your details in, and then it comes over on the intercom, you should have been in lane 3. I said, yeah, I know I should have been in lane 3. Well, what are you doing in lane 1? I said, well, the marshal told me to go into lane 1. He says, well, you can't stay there, you've got to go around again. I said, if I go around again, I'm going to be at the back of the queue, and there's 30 to 40 trucks in front of me now, so no, I'm not happy about that. I'm staying right out. No, you've got to move. And I said, well, I'm going to skip the queues then, mate, and go and queue where I was before I got told duff information. Well, he shouldn't have told you. I said, well, whether he did or whether he not, it's not my fault, is it? So I went round again, spoke to the bloke, and I said, you just gave me duff information, mate. They just sent me round. Why do you think I'm here? Well, that's not the case. I said, well, you two need to speak to each other, but I'm not playing piggy in the middle, so where do you want me to go? Well, I don't know then.
And take the 4th exit, 5006. 1,076, clear way.
I said, am I?
A43, take the exit, then traffic right on the roundabout and take the 4th exit.
I said to him, am I wearing a marshal's jacket? He went, no. I said, well, I don't know then, do I? I said, it's your job to tell me where to go. But at the moment, you're telling me duff information. You're telling me to go to the wrong place. Otherwise, I wouldn't be back here where I started from, at the back of the queue for 30 odd vehicles in front of me now.
After 900
And he's like, well, go wherever you want. I said, oh, you're a lot helping, yeah. And he just turned around and he swore at me. So I swore back and gave him an extra mouth. Oh, you can shut right up. So I gave him grief. I let rip into him. And it was funny because I had a message last night, well, a comment last night from
slow traffic on A43. Traffic jam.
I know.
2 minutes delay.
Yes, thank you. 2 minutes. Shut up now. 2 minutes isn't worth worrying about. Saying that I don't very often lose it, or I've never heard me lose it. Well, good job the camera went on yesterday because I lost it big time. He got a mouthful. I ripped into him. I'm surprised I didn't get binned off the docks. But it was his own doing. If he hadn't sworn at me, I wouldn't have needed felt the need to retaliate in such a manner. But he certainly knew. Come on. Not wanting to play today. Little start did not work. So yeah, so I had a run in with a marshal yesterday. And in the end, I did regain my proper place in the queue.
Take the exit, a 5,076, clear way.
You know, 30 to 40 trucks in the queue. You're looking at an hour and a half to 2 hours added onto my day, purely and simply because I was given duff information. And it's like, no, that's not on me. Not having it. And then today, try to make an appointment with the doctors. Oh. I thought it'd be a good idea. I remember, okay, going back a couple of years, I remember reading well, the information that the health centre sends out to you, the doctor's surgery sends out to you to go and say, right, why don't you come for a checkup? You know, it's over the age of 50, and I'm 55 now. And why don't you come for a checkup and just make sure everything's all right, you know. We check all vital signs and make sure you're still breathing, and you know, get a clean bill of health, or you get consigned to the rubbish heap, you know, one or the other. So I thought, no, I think I need that. I plucked up enough, you know, to put it off. I thought, I'm starting to feel it, you know. And I know what they're going to say. Lose weight, get proper sleep, and don't work hard, don't work as many hours. Well, yeah, that's easier said than done, isn't it, doing this job? So
a quarter of a mile, cross the roundabout and take the third exit, a 5,076, Baines Camp Way.
So I thought I'd phone them up and book myself in for one of these, and I said, I phoned them up. Sorry, we don't do those anymore. Oh. Did you do something similar then? No. Oh, that's a shame. There's no one ill anymore then. No, we stopped doing them at the pandemic. What pandemic? I said,
cross the roundabout and take the third exit.
You stopped doing them? You haven't restarted them then? No. I said, don't get me wrong, and I'm not being sarcastic. Well, I guess I am a little bit, but everyone else is back to normal working. But how come these haven't restarted? Don't know. I said, right, okay. Now I've got a couple of days off coming up. Trucks in for MOT. And I thought, nah, I'll phone them up and I'll book an appointment, you know, do it in one of those days. Phone up, sorry, we don't book that far in advance. Oh, really? You need to book up a couple of days in advance. I said, yeah, okay, that's fine as long as I can get a spot. But I can't guarantee that I'll be able to phone up at that particular time to be able to book a spot. Oh, well, we can't do nothing about it. And it was like, I haven't got the time to sit at 8 o'clock and sit on the phone for an hour.
Exit, 5076 Thames Camp Way.
Trying to get through to the doctor's surgery. It's just really.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
I know it's not the receptionist's fault, but you know, you sometimes wonder what is going on in the practices. You know, whoever runs the practice's head and goes, you know. I understand that, you know, that we do deal with people that work for a living, and they can't always phone up at a certain time. They need to be able to phone up during the day to actually gain an appointment, and not be on the phone at 8 o'clock and be on hold for an hour and a half. It's just not a doable thing. So,
quarter of a mile, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, 5123.
So now, instead of being able to book in for a wellness clinic, like type thing, where you can go along and get checked out by a nurse and get checked out and have your bloods taken and have your
on the roundabout and take the first exit.
Make sure you haven't got diabetes and high blood pressure and cholesterol levels and all that sort of, you know, the general sort of, just a general check and blood pressure and all that general sort of checkup, right? Which a nurse is more than qualified to be able to do. No, I've got to wait for a doctor. What a waste! What a waste of a doctor's time. Mental, absolutely mental. So, well done, NHS. No, it's not the doctor. You know, it's just the system. This system is broken. But why isn't somebody trying to fix that system instead of just well, that's how it is? No, it doesn't have to be like that. You just need to have the balls to get up and change it. Ridiculous. So yeah, slightly irritating.
After half a mile, cross the roundabout and take the first exit, 5123 towards Oxford.
Slightly irritated. Oh, bumps. And I've got a really bad back. And the bumps just knock the stuffing out of me.
Cross the roundabout and take the first exit.
So we're back onto the A43 now. Where's he going? Maybe later, got the signal on.
After 300 feet, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A43, towards Oxford.
A43 South will be closed from the 7th of November for 5 weeks, 8 PM to 6 AM. 5 weeks? What are they doing for 5 weeks? Because I don't see a great deal
A43, Lisworth bypass
of difference in the road.
For 5.5 miles.
In 5 weeks you could dig it up, reroute it, an extra 5 miles to the left, relay it. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what have they done in 5 weeks? I wouldn't mind, but there's still potholes and bumps. It's just... The system in general, and I'm talking about the whole system, is broken. And another lay-by shuttle. Well done. So I'm heading back down. I'll be down on the docks by about 10 past 1, 10 past 12 even. Unless I decide to take a 45, which I probably won't need at the moment. Get on the docks, on and off. go and get some fuel and then decide what to do then. Whether I need to take a 45 if I'm going up the road. If not, I'll be back at the yard. That'll be it. That's what they got for me tomorrow. If I phone them up now, they won't know. It's just I don't know why they wouldn't know, but the system is broken. So what did you do at the weekend then? I did a lot of painting. Kira's office, which was my office, as I'm no longer working from home and haven't done for a number of years, the gorgeous Kira is, and has done, and will be for the foreseeable future, is had a lightening up of colours. It went from a grey, dark grey, to a pinky sort of colour. Yeah. So that had a coat on Saturday and a coat on Sunday. I'd already only took.
Traffic on E05.
I can't.
Traffic jam ahead between Oxford Road and Oxford Road. 2 minutes delay.
I can't remember the name of the paint, but it's bloody good paint. It went on really well. Yeah, it's not. It was okay. I used a white emulsion, one coat over to get rid of the dark grey, and then 2 coats of the pink. Spot on. So that was all right. Another lay-by clothes, look. So that was Saturday and Sunday. We didn't do anything or go anywhere. I was just too knackered. I didn't cook at all at the weekend. The gorgeous Kira did the lot. I think that was because I know it is because I know the reason why she's buttering me up. Because when she said that she wanted to paint the spare room to turn it into her office, the colour she wanted, I said, yeah, that's fine then, as long as you don't mind doing it. And of course, yeah, I'll do it. You don't need to do nothing. You just, you don't need to do anything at all. I'm going to paint it. I'll paint it. Okay then, dear. Well, there's 4 walls in that room, and it's the spare bedroom. It's only a small room, and I think she got a quarter of it done and then got bored with it and decided that she didn't like it and she wasn't going to do any more. So I ended up doing it. Yeah. How did that happen? But she did make me bacon sandwich and dinner on the Saturday night. We had a nice dinner actually. It's like, sometimes the simple dishes are the best, aren't they? Sausage, chips and beans. Oh, nice sausages. It was just nice, just a nice comforty type food, isn't it? Always take the mickey out of Kira because she had a I didn't. We had different childhoods, whereas mine was a bit like hand-me-downs and hand-me-downs and we always ate. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't. We never ate out. Never ate out. We go to my auntie's to have something to eat, or my nan's to have something to eat, but we never we'd never go to a restaurant, never went to a restaurant or anything like that. Just didn't have the money. We weren't poor, but we were, bottom end of the income scale.
After half a mile, cross the roundabout and take the second exit, A43, towards Oxford.
But Kira was on the she was lucky. She had, I always take the mickey, she had a privileged upbringing. And Whereas I, you know, my holiday was a single skin tent in the back garden. She'd go skiing in Easter or during the winter, and then they'd go off touring around Europe during the summer, or going to nice places and staying in nice hotels and it. So it was it was slightly different. Bless her. Because you've heard her, she's posh. She's a posh girl.
And take the second exit, A43, towards Oxford.
Still don't know why she's with a rough old boot like me, I don't know. So anyway, what was I saying? How did I get to that? Oh, we were saying about teeth. She was saying about, yeah, we used to have, she said, oh, we used to have sausage, chips and beans when I said, really? I said, yeah, but I bet you had really expensive sausages. Yeah. I said, we had the cheap ones, and then we had to cut them in half to make it look like we had more on our plates. Cut them long ways, you know, make them look bigger. And they were the really cheap Richmond sausages, the ones with, like, you know, a vegetarian would be alright eating them because there's bugger all meat in them. I often take the mickey out of her for a privileged lifestyle of having things like central heating. She had her own radiator in her bedroom. I could only dream of having a radiator in my bedroom. So I always take the mickey out of her. She takes it well. What was it? She said something the other day. We were in I can't remember where we were. We were in Tesco's. I can't remember what she said. We were talking about having like beans on toast for tea. And, yeah, that was a staple evening meal sometimes. Beans on toast because it was cheap. You know, sliced bread, baked beans. It was a cheap meal. And if you were lucky, you could have a little bit of grated cheese on top.
Cross the roundabout.
If you were lucky.
The second exit, A43.
And that wasn't always the case because we didn't always have the cheese. Because Dad liked it for supper.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
So, I don't know how much you can see, screen's dirty. But we were in Tesco's and we were talking about it, and she said something like, oh, beans on toast. Not that we ever ate beans on toast for tea. It just made me laugh. Such a difference. I'm amazed she's turned out as normal as she has.
Follow A43
Privileged
for
upbringing.
9 miles.
Time did I get up this morning? Well, I got up earlier than this morning. Got up earlier than I needed to. So I went back to bed for another 20 minutes. Couldn't sleep, so I decided to get up and have a coffee. So I got up, sorted myself out, and did my checks and everything. Got back in. I'll get going in a minute. Got back in 5 minutes before I go. And then I saw this truck pulls in. Parks right across, you know, like a truck width in front of me, where they shouldn't be parking. And I thought, he's going to take a 45 there, and I'm not going to be able to get out. He comes down and opens the door to the back of his, two of them get out, and he opened the door to the back of the truck. And it's a fridge unit, but it's got water tanks in there for like for fish or shellfish and stuff like that. I don't know if you've ever seen them or not. And his van, little transit, pulls up, you know, fridge unit van pulls up, starts getting crates of crabs out of the back, loading them in. I said, how long are you going to be there, lads? Oh, 5 minutes. We're all foreign boys. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. I said, right. I said, but because I've got to go. Oh, 5 minutes. So 5 minutes ago, and I'm just about to go across again and go, all right, how much really? I've got to go. And another truck pulls in alongside him, opens his doors. I was like, hang on, boys, this isn't the place to be doing this. I says, you're blocking everyone. There's a bloke next to me, 2 trucks down, and he was waiting to get out as well, and he's like throwing his hands up in the air. So we had a little natter, and so, you know, just take the piss. I know. The trouble is, there isn't really anywhere else. Hello. Well, no plan yet. Just gone past Sutton Scotney, heading back to the yard to refuel, and we go from there. Yeah. I do struggle that there is no plan. I don't know what the reasons for that is, but you know, who knows? So yeah, uneventful journey down. I just stopped to get a bit of sustenance out of my fridge. I needed a drink and needed something to eat. I was hungry. At least it's dry at the moment. Other than that, no drama llamas and no bears. So all is good. So as soon as I know something, I'll let you know. But until then, we're back to radio silence. So I'll speak to you later. Hello. Right.
After 600 feet, go left on the roundabout and take the first exit, A35, Redbridge Road.
Just leaving the docks. Time's 14:07. Got to take a half-hour break. I'm on 3 hours 46. So I'm going to get out the randoms, park up for half an hour, and then 23, 24, 25. I should be alright to get into the red line. Should. Find out in a minute or two. If not, it'll be Newbury again.
On the roundabout and take the first exit, A35, Redbridge Road.
Bloody lights. We do have a bit of a issue with the address though. Usual from the shippers that they just give conflicting information. The address they've got is half and half, so half of it is right with the wrong postcode, but the correct postcode is for another unit on a different part of the industrial estate. Which one do you go to? Now we've got to go to one, but I can't go to both of them. You know, that's not how it works. It's just secure loads. So it goes to one place, and if it has to go to somewhere else, I can't get somewhere. And for them to say, no, it's not meant to be here,
keep left.
It's meant to be down the road, we need to go back to the shipper, get confirmation from the customer. Even if it's the customer telling us that it needs to be somewhere different. Doesn't matter, we need confirmation. Could be anybody telling us it's got to go somewhere else.
Then go right on the roundabout and take the third exit.
So we get to where we believe it to be, and then we stop. But there's something not quite right here, so I've asked for confirmation. So it's 2:10. We'll find out at some point.
Keep left,
Or
then
not.
go right on the roundabout and take the third exit.
What address they want it to go to. Because the
After
postcode
600 feet, go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, M271, towards the Midlands.
Because the postcode they gave is for another unit. So it's two it's two addresses merged together. It's no use to anybody, is it? Bloody useless. Again, this is how I can't understand how the information can get so corrupted. But it takes the poor driver has to sort all this out before he can deliver.
Take the exit, M271.
And do all this whilst heading up the road. I've got better things to do in my time. The least they can do is give us the correct address to where we're supposed to be going. Is that too much to ask for, really? Oh, I don't know. Well, that sky's looking a bit moody out there. Put in a box. Why? Why would you do that? Is that an Irish dag transport? Like Irish for dog?
After half a mile, go right on the roundabout and take the third exit, M27, towards London. Go right on the roundabout and take the third exit.
There's a blow-up beach ball back there. I think it could be Newbury tonight, you know. It's 2:15. It's 2:15. I started at
Take the exit, M27, then take the motorway.
trying to work out in my head. It's 2:15. I my card running at 3:30 this morning. So, by 4:30 I've got to be parked. I don't think I'll get to get an 11 off. So, if I'm parked before, if I'm going to be half hour in here, that's 2:45. It's going to be 3:45. 4:45 means I can get an 11 off. Means I can get an 11 off. 4 o'clock. 4. Start at 3. Be there for 6:30. Yeah, I can do that. Newbury it is. So we're only going as far as Newbury. But I've got to take half hour in here first because I can't get anywhere else. So I'm just going to pull in here, park up. Take a half hour break, have a couple of oranges. Get on up to Newbury.
After 1.2 miles, take the exit 4 M27 towards Winchester.
What have we got in here?
After 300 feet, turn left, round
looking a
lane.
bit. Oh my word! What's going on in here? It's
After 200 feet, turn left at the end of the road.
ridiculous.
Turn left.
We'll get down here.
After 100 feet, turn left, Rownham's Lane. Turn left.
Do a bit of. There's always one, isn't there? There's always one. We're going to go here, right in the end. I'm only here for half hour and they can get out round behind me then. I do. Right, speak to you all later. Hello. Getting ready to go. I've had me 30 minutes. Just reset the sat nav. She's going to annoy me, but I need traffic updates. Come on, come on, come on. Menu. Talk amongst yourselves. HGV. Take 45 minutes. You'll get there about 10 to 4.
You will arrive at your destination at 15:51.
I do.
Caution, you turn right, Random's Lane.
And of course, I haven't heard anything back confirming the address for tomorrow, so
After 1 mile, take the exit 4 M27 towards Winchester.
they're letting me out. That's good. So just coming out of random services, heading up the M3 through Winchester, onto the A34. Job's a good one. And by stopping at then, I started at 3:30 this morning. So by stopping then,
Take the exit 4 M27 towards Winchester. Then take the Windaway.
I should be able to get an 11 off and still make
Take the exit 4. Then take the Windaway.
the Rosers, still make up our 6 in Nottingham. Whether I'm in the right place or not, who knows? Hopefully we'll find out. If not, well, I'll go to the address that's given. Oh, I don't know. I'll get before I close off. I'll get confirmation as to where they want me exactly to go. That's all you can do. Like I said earlier, I failed to understand how they can corrupt the information that they're given. Who checks this? Surely there must be somebody that checks the addresses. And if not, why not? It shouldn't be down to the driver to go, actually there's something not right with this address. It could be in 2 different places. Oh well. The sky's still looking moody, still dry at the moment. There's a bit of traffic about.
After 1.2 miles, keep right.
Come on then, because I want to get across. I'm slowing down to is my van going to let me out? No, it's going to carry on coming. Cheers. Coke. You got the thumbs up. Sarcastic thumbs up. Where's this boy going? It's French, which means he could be going anywhere. So if he wants to come in, come in. No, you just sit in the middle lane, my friend. Whoa, where's the co-op man going? No, he's coming in. Come on in.
After half a mile, keep right.
Come on then, if you're coming.
Keep right.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't think he knows. It's a bit like me driving in France, that would be.
For 7.5 miles.
Frenchman's on the move. So we're weighing in around 35 tonne, which is why she's a bit sluggish on the hill. Although that scaffold lorry is the bit that's holding us up, I might have to scoot round them a bit. Mind you, I'll probably pick up speed as it goes down the hill here, which I suspect it will. Champion Scar can't get out anyway, full of traffic. Nothing's moving that fast. Scaffold man's nearly in the ditch. Oh my word. I'm just going to hold back here actually. The scaffold boy seems to be all over the place. Remember, it's tortoise in the hair, tortoise in the hair. Tuesday more or less over with. I'm just you know, going up 45 minutes up the road now and parking up for the day. So that's Tuesday done. Just got Wednesday and Thursday to get through. Tomorrow I'm going up to Nottingham, tipping Nottingham and then back down, so I won't get a great deal done tomorrow. By the time I get back down, it'll probably be about might get on the docks, but I'll probably have a night in the yard. Get over that white line. It'll have to be somewhere reasonably local on Thursday. Home to the gorgeous Kira Thursday night. Yes. A Frenchman. Don't see that many, then you see two together. Slower, yeah. See that bloke in the Volvo there? Dickhead. It's the Audi slotted in there nicely. Well done, Mr. Audi driver. It's not like we can move over to the right. Far too much traffic coming up. We can't accelerate because we can't. So the only thing we can do is brake and go slower, which could risk somebody going into the back of us because we are only doing 34 mile an hour. So you as a car driver have the ability to accelerate, so do it. Not sure where the scaffolding boy's going now. What are you doing? I don't think he knows. Not sure why he got himself out there with himself.
After 1.2 miles, take the exit 9E05 towards Newbury.
So So another mile until he needs to be doing that. Let's see if he follows me, moves back into the left, or whether he's going straight up the because he needs to be in that lane if he's going to go up the M3. But he got over there a little way early. Especially going as slow as he's going. Heading for the blue sky, that's where we're going.
After half a mile, take the exit 9E05 towards Newbury, then cross the roundabout and take the second exit A34.
I had a comment left for me, and I can't remember the guy's name.
Take the exit 9, then cross the roundabout and take the second exit.
So apologies for that. But it asked me how I, if I get to somewhere that's a bit sketchy, that I'm not sure of the address, what do I do? Well, like I did with this address today, I always look for it on Google Maps to start off
After a
with.
quarter of a mile, cross the roundabout and take the second exit A34 towards Newbury.
See what goes on here. See the Frenchman, he's only got there. He's only there. So I always look on Google Maps for it, and then I find the route in on Google. Then I put into my truck sat nav and find the route in and see if the two match up.
Cross the roundabout and take the second exit A34 towards Newbury.
If they do, brilliant. If they don't, I try to work out what the discrepancy is between the two. Why is there a difference? Is there a low bridge or a weight restriction? Or
Winchester bypass.
Or is, sometimes you got to remember that Google Maps might be correct, it might be wrong, but by the same yardstick, your truck sat nav might be right, and that also might be wrong. So you can't just because it says it's going a different way, doesn't mean that it's actually correct. So check them both out, and if you're happy with that, brilliant. But what I often do as well, if I'm really unsure, there's too much of a discrepancy, is I've got a Philips road atlas or road map. It's a big, massive paper map,
keep left.
book type thing, and it's very detailed, and it shows all the weights and heights and all that type of thing, and it's very good. It shows all the little lanes and stuff like that, so you know whether you're, sometimes it's difficult to see on either Google Maps or on the truck nav whether how wide the road is, how big the road is. It can be a little bit deceiving, but if you're looking on there and you know it's a I think the lanes are in white, you know it's a lane. Then you can have a look on Google Street View.
Follow A34 towards Newbury for 28 miles.
And then when you come off, what I tend to do is if it's again somewhere that I'm really unsure of and it looks a bit sketchy, I'll street view it in. I'll go from the last known good point that I think is good, like an A road, and I'll take 10 minutes street viewing it in, swiping along and just going along the route in street view, just checking it out, so that you can visualise things and you can see things and go, oh yeah, there's a church there on the left, or there's a particular building or a phone box or whatever it may be. In my case, normally pubs, and then you've already got, it's almost like you've been there before. When you come to drive, you go, oh yeah, I recognise that was on the Google Street View. What has got in the back of it? Transport livestock, just a little livestock, and yeah, I do that, and that generally sorts me out. Every now and again we come unstuck, well not unstuck, but it's just like, not sure about this, didn't look like this, and but yeah, I've never got myself into a situation where I've come unstuck. but I do a lot of planning, and I think that's the key. Plan your route. Plan your route. That van, there was a van there, I don't know if you saw it, pulled right in front of that livestock wagon, right where the copper was. Yeah, so plan your route as much as you can, and then there shouldn't be any too many surprises. The only thing that can catch you out these days is the nighttime restrictions. You know, a lot of places. Like the place I went to this morning, yesterday morning. Had to be there for 9. Feltham. No, Monday morning. Feltham. Had to be there for Monday morning, 9 o'clock. But they had a restriction. Anything over, I think anything over 7.5 ton or anything over 8.5, 18.5. Well, either way, me. I couldn't go on the roads before 8 o'clock. So they don't seem to those restrictions don't seem to show up anywhere. And you could get quite easy because the fines are massive. Is it Rosers? No lights on. Well done. So yeah, just plan your route as best as you can, you know. Where's he going? Overtaking a car that's doing, which will now probably more than likely, I'll put money on it that the car will now accelerate away. Ah, there's a surprise. And the truck driver out the dry because of your inconsistent speed. Slowly getting past him, but if you're being overtaken by a truck, really, you need to give your head a wobble. And then slam it in the door a few times, you know? Oh dear. I've got no idea what I'm having for tea tonight. We have a mystery meal out of the freezer. It looked like there might have been a bit of chicken in it, but that could have been a big bit of onion. Don't know. So I only looked at it when it was frozen and didn't take the lid off. So I've got no idea what it is. I might have a curry with me as well. So one or the other. Tuesday today, which means I did Feltham yesterday. Is that right? very easy to lose track of days in this job, I tell you. Oh, and somebody asked what sort of computer software we use for getting jobs and things like that. Well, it's actually an app called TruckCom. I suspect you have to, you know, it's for multiple people's use. So I suspect I've never. You just log into it, and the administrator obviously puts in your username and your passcode, and you just log in. So it's quite handy because I can be at home and leave me truck phone in the cab, and if I'm at home on a Saturday and I go, oh, I better check to see what I'm doing, or get a late message through, I can see. So it's quite handy. Or my own phone. So this is supposed to be closed now until the 25th, this bit here. And it's the 22nd today. So after Friday it should be all done. Next week. So tonight I've cleared it. I've cleared it. So it's only tomorrow. Whether I clear it tomorrow or not. Closed 14th November to the 25th, weeknights 9 until 6 a.m. So we've cleared the delays. We're just going to Chivley tonight. Trying to think where I've been today. No, I've been to Wellingborough, haven't I? Yeah, Wellingborough. Still heading for the sunshine, but we just can't get out of this cloud. Got about 20 miles to go. So anyway, I think that's about it. I might put you on, if I remember, I'll put you on to go into Chivley, and then you can laugh at my atrocious parking. I'll go in and pay, and check to see what food I've got, see if I need anything. Then we'll go in and pay. Come back, watch a bit of YouTube, have something to eat, go to bed, rock and roll. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Day closer to going home. Another day closer to another day closer to death. Oh, that sounded grim, didn't it? I didn't mean it to sound like that. Another day closer to retiring from driving. But I think that's the best way to put it. And another day closer to going to France. That's what I was trying to say. Just got to get there. Just got to get there. Alright, speak to you all later. Hello! There you go, yeah. Clever, isn't you? So what in that then? Good chip. There's always one in there. Tries to be clever. So I forgot to say, there's a whole load of containers fallen over down on the docks. Don't know how it happened. Somebody did say that they looked like they've been knocked over, but I'm not entirely sure about that. But there's always a possibility. You know, the wind, they're only stacked 3 high, so I don't know. So they're stacked 3 high. And in a line there must be, I don't know, 3, 6, 9, maybe 15 containers gone over, and then I could see 4 or 5 lines gone over of around 15 containers. So yeah, fair few gone over. So that's going to cost them a fair bit. What happens there, whether they must take the boxes off to one side and check the contents is okay. I don't know how that works. Repack it. I mean, if if everything's in there is boxed and it's a positive fit, then it's not really an issue, as long as the box integrity has remained intact. But if it's not a positive fit in its machinery, say, or anything else, or say it had a couple of cars, you know, cars in the box, went over, they're only strapped down, they're not meant to be put on their side, so the straps could go, everything could slide to one side, so they need to be checked. An expensive problem to have. So we're coming up to Newbury Services now. Trees are looking mighty fine though over on the right there, with the sun shining on them. It's the last embers of the sun, isn't it? Just 8 degrees. It's getting chillier. I'm still in my shorts though, shorts and t-shirt. If I get the number 1 spot, it's early enough. You never know. Little split EVW there. It's quite pretty. So we're coming into bear country now. Keep your eyes peeled. Very often when I used to come up here, I used to see deer grazing just up on the top of the banks here, on either side of the road, but I haven't seen any for ages. So they've either moved on or they've been knocked over. It's quite a bit sad. Always look when I come up through it. Never know. I've actually seen them down here quite low as well, quite near the road. Not today though. Tired. Always bloody tired. Well, hopefully I get another good night's sleep tonight, and that'll put me on the keep me on the right path then.
After 1.2 miles, take the exit A34 towards services.
Well, I'm glad I'm not going the other way. That sun looked a bit nasty in their eyes there. It's just a lap. It's lovely, but it's not nice to drive. Watch out for bears.
After half a mile, take the exit A34 towards services, then bear left.
There we go. Bears to the left. Oh, where's he going? Woodside.
Take the exit, then bear left.
Oh, more bears.
After a quarter of a mile, bear left towards services, then go left on the roundabout and take the first exit towards Newbury.
There's zero slip road here, it's just sort of like you're off. And then it's a really sharp bend.
Bear left, then
Bears left.
go left on the roundabout and take the first exit.
You don't want to be coming in here on a too hot.
Go left on the roundabout and take the first exit towards Newbury.
Well, seeing WS there, we had fun and games of Eddie Stobart drivers in down on the docks today. Two of them, causing havoc. Neither of them knew where they were going or what they were doing. And they were both together and they were just it's sort of parked up.
300 feet, go left on the
Blocking everything up.
and take the first exit. Then you have reached your destination. It is on your right.
It is. You're right. You're correct. Right, so you can be quiet now. Not come under bear attack, so we're alright. Oh look, I bet he gets my spot. No, someone's already got it. Where are we gonna go? I can see a spot. I think I can see where I'm gonna go. It's whether there is actually a space there or not. Not entirely. Not sure if there is or not. Or if he's gonna nick it. Don't. He's not good. Because I'm going to go. I'm going in. I'm going to go in. Just about in there, well then. There you go, I'm in. In, done and dusted. Right, speak to you all later.